Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a sneak peek at Rest Area from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are just thinking about taking it up as a hobby, they're maybe just browsing random videos on YouTube, or people who have done a few small kits and they're looking to do something a bit more adventurous. So for that reason, the videos are long. So I have broken the video down into chapters, so you can just go to the description and skip to the section you want. The reason that I do it is because Diamond Art Club are very different from the other diamond painting companies, and I want to show people who are not familiar with Diamond Art Club just how different they are. So after saying that, if you do buy from Diamond Art Club, you can expect to receive a branded box like this. You will not receive your diamond painting folded up in a plastic bag. It comes in a box. So we have Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, diamondartclub.com, obviously the website, at Diamond Art Club on Instagram, and Diamond Art Club on Facebook. So inside this box, you will find another box. And on this box, you will find rendering of the kit that you have ordered. And in this case, it is Rest Area. So if you have a look, you can see some of the graphics from the kit. A little bit further down, we get a full-size thumbnail, so you can see everything. Then we have the title, which is Rest Area. Then we have the artist, who is Rafael Trujillo. Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle. Oh, sorry, I forgot the size. The size is 36.6 inches by 27.6 inches, 92 centimeters by 69.9 centimeters. So pretty big diamond painting. Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, DIY diamond art kit, square diamonds. You can always tell just by looking at the box whether it's round or square. Square kits have a pale blue section here. If it had been round, it would be a pale pink. All inclusive, see back for contents. So before we have a look at the back, we'll have a quick look at the sides. So we have Unleash Your Inner Artist, part of that wrapped round rendering. So you see a little bit more of the detail. And then if we flip to the other side, again, more of the rendering. But as we come down, we get a bit more information about the diamond painting. So full diamond coverage area means it's not a partial, the whole canvas is covered in drills. A thumbnail, and then the details. So this kit has 84 colours, including 2 Aurora Borealis and 3 Fairy Dust diamonds. If you are new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis or Fairy Dust drills are, if you keep watching the video you'll find out, or if you go to the description you can skip straight to those sections if you want to find out what they are. Total diamonds, 104,813. As I said, pretty big diamond painting. At the bottom we have the socials, so we have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. If we look at the back, again, Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, how it works, 6 basic steps on how to diamond paint if you've never done it before. We have the kit contents, but I'll be going through them, so we'll skip that section. Warning, choking hazard, contains small parts, basically keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them mistaking the drills for candy and maybe swallowing them, so keep out of reach of the kids. Third party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. All of Diamond Art Club's kits are tested to make sure that they don't have any chemicals that shouldn't be there, and they don't have any excess of the chemicals that should be. So they test everything, the glue, the canvas, the drills. Diamond Art Club are the only company I know of that have this on the product as far as diamond painting is concerned. So I haven't seen any other company who has an independent authority testing their kits. And that is pretty much it. So on the top of the box we have DIY Diamond Art Kit. On the bottom we have a thumbnail, a small thumbnail, the title, the artist and the size. The reason for this is because a lot of people build up quite a collection of kits before they actually do them. So they'll have a look in the Diamond Art Club website and they'll see a kit that they really like, and the kits do sell out and sometimes they get discontinued as well, so it might totally disappear. So people buy kits that they really like so they are sure that they have them. That means that they build up a little stash of kits waiting to be done. So if you have a few boxes and they're sitting on top of each other, if you didn't have the thumbnail on the end with the title, you wouldn't be able to see what was in the kit, so you would have to be lifting boxes off to get to the one that you want to see. So because of the thumbnail and the details, you can just look along the ends of your boxes and find the kit you're looking for. Makes it a lot easier. So that is the box. It is sealed in cellophane to keep everything inside nice and clean. So the first thing we have to do is remove the cellophane. So we'll do that. And then we can look inside the box. So if we open it at the top and look inside, it says, "Do what makes you sparkle." We have a little recess here, put your finger in there and pull, and you will pull out the canvas. As I said, pretty big. So just a very quick recap. If you have been buying diamond paintings from other companies, you can compare the packaging from Diamond Art Club. So when you receive your kit, it will be in a branded box like this, not in a plastic bag. Inside that box, there will be another box which will have the rendering of the kit that you ordered. Inside that box will be this box. So Diamond Art Club kits are triple boxed. I don't know of any other diamond painting company that boxes their kits like this, triple boxed. So very well protected in transit. So in the box we can see the toolkit. So Diamond Art Club toolkit is very different from all the other toolkits you'll get from any other diamond painting company. Because of that, I have made a dedicated video to the toolkit. So rather than making this video even longer, I will put a link in the description and you can click on that. If you have never seen the Diamond Art Club toolkit, I would recommend you have a look because it is very different. The pen is very different, the tray is different as well. So definitely worth a look if you've never seen a Diamond Art Club kit before. So I'll put that to the side and we can look again at the box. So I'll lift the canvas out. It's going to be pretty heavy with all the drills in it. Underneath the canvas we can see there is an envelope. So I'll talk about that first. So take that out. So this is unique to Diamond Art Club. We have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, sparkly little diamond, thank you for your purchase. On the back, thank you for your purchase again, another sparkly diamond, but this time we fold it up and it acts as a lock for the envelope. Open it up and inside we have something very shiny. So we'll talk about that first. So again, unique to Diamond Art Club, this is a treasure quest card. So the treasure quest card, you don't always get them in the kit, so it makes it a little bit of a surprise whether you actually got a card or not. You don't always get them. The card will have the graphic of the diamond painting that you ordered. It won't be a random card, it will be for the kit that you bought. It has the artist's name, the title of the piece and the size. Now, apart from the surprise of whether you get a card or not, the next thing is these cards come in different levels. So we get bronze, silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. So if you turn the card over, we have Diamond Art Club, Treasure Quest cards, and this one, it says there, it is bronze. So we have a scratch code underneath. If you scratch this off, you will get a unique code. And the idea of this is you collect the codes from the cards when you buy kits. Once you've collected 5 bronze, 3 silver, and 1 gold, you can put the codes in on the Diamond Art Club website and you can claim a $50 discount on your next purchase. The black cards are the rarest. If you get 2 black cards, you can claim the $50. That is the lowest price. It starts at $50. The next one is $75. The next one is $100. The next one is $200. And the top one is that Diamond Art Club will make you a custom diamond painting. Now, that is pretty unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom diamond paintings. If you contacted them and said, I've got this picture that I took at a wedding, for example, and I would really like it as a diamond painting, they would say, sorry, we don't do custom kits. The only way that you can get a custom kit is by collecting the right combination of cards. So that is worth $400. But you cannot ask them to reproduce copyrighted material. So it has to be something of your own, or possibly a local artist or an artist that you know. They could recreate their artwork as long as they get written permission from that artist. So if it was like pictures of the kids, the pets, somewhere on vacation, weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, all that sort of thing, it wouldn't be a problem. They can create a custom diamond painting. So that was just a brief run through. I have done a video talking about the cards. Initially, the cards were called trading cards, and it will say in that video trading cards along here, and it won't have the level printed on it. The first cards didn't have the level, and it caused quite a bit of confusion. People weren't sure what level of card they had, and it all comes down to the graphics on the back. That's the easiest way to tell. The bronze one has pretty thick lines in the basic design. The silver one, thinner lines, and it goes further across the card. The gold one, the whole back of the card is covered in a very intricate design, and obviously the black card is black. These designs have stayed from the transition from trading cards to Treasure Quest cards. The big difference is they actually have the level printed, so it makes it really easy. You just flip the card over and you can see what level it is. You don't have to really think too much about the graphics. But I have a video that goes into a lot more detail about the cards, and I will put a link in the description if you want to find out more. So with this one, I got a bronze Treasure Quest card to add to my collection. The cards are really nice. I like them just for the cards. If you get a little folder like I've done, you can keep your cards in it, and you can show people the designs that you have. A really quick way, just flick through your little folder to let people see what you've got. So that's the Treasure Quest card. So we'll go back to the envelope. Inside the envelope we have something else. I'll talk about that in a minute. But first we'll have a quick look at the envelope. So inside the envelope we have tips and tricks. If you're totally new to diamond painting, this might give you a few ideas. We have the socials again, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, at Diamond Art Club and diamondartclub.com. Inside we have join our Facebook group, scan the QR code and you can join the Diamond Art Club Facebook group and meet diamond painters from all over the world. You can see what people are working on, what they've finished, talk about their favourite artists, what they would like to see, all that sort of thing. If you've got any questions about diamond painting, you can also post in there, and people are very happy to help. Next we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. As I said, Diamond Art Club's pen is very different from any pen you may have received in a diamond painting kit from any other company. So it explains how to use it, how to refill it. As I said, I've got a video about the toolkit and I go through everything so you can see how to do it. Step-by-step instructions again 6 basic steps on how to diamond paint. Kit contents, so just a list of everything that's in the kit. And then finally, save 20% off your first app purchase. Scan the relevant QR code to have iPhone and Android. Download the Diamond Art Club app. If you see a kit that you would like to buy, you will get a 20% discount. That is only applicable for the very first purchase. So definitely worth taking advantage of if you're looking to buy another Diamond Art Club kit. So that's the envelope. Inside the envelope we have this, which is the key or the legend. I could be the only person that calls it the key, I just always have. I think most people call it the legend. So if you're looking in diamond painting groups and they're talking about the legend, it's this that they're talking about. On the outside we have Diamond Art Club Do It Makes You Sparkle, rest area, the artist. Flip it over, we have a good sized thumbnail so you can see the whole image. We have start date and end date where you can fill in when you started and finished. People are always interested how long they take. And then all the details about the diamond painting. Now these are all pre-cut labels so you can peel them off, and the idea behind that is if you have a logbook, a lot of people do it, they have a book with paper pages. They peel off the labels and they stick them in on the page. They have the title, the artist, thumbnail, when they started and finished, and then the details of the diamond painting. So it's a really easy way to look through what you've got, and if you've got anybody visiting and they're asking you about diamond painting, you can show them your logbook and they can see when you started and finished them and that sort of thing, and just have a quick look at the graphics. So inside that, this is the actual key or legend. So the key or the legend shows you how many colours are in your kit. So it starts at 1 and it goes up to 84. So in this kit we have 84 different colours. The next column is symbols. So these are the symbols that are on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. And then the last column is code, which is the DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. And that is important if you need spare drills. So if you happen to be working on this kit and you will pick a different colour for a change, pink. So you happen to run out of pink. So in this, let's say there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 5 different shades of pink. So you're working on the kit and for whatever reason you run out of a colour. What you do is you look at the DMC code, because if you contact Diamond Art Club and say I'm working on this kit and I ran out of pink, they don't know which shade of pink. So what you would do is contact them and say I'm working on this kit and I've run out of DMC, for example, 894. So they know exactly which shade of pink and they will send you a bag of drills so you can finish your kit for free. It's a good idea to keep spares at the end. If you have little bags and you put labels on them, write the DMC codes so you know exactly which shade of a colour it is. You could be working on a kit in the future and run out of 894, for example. What you do is you look at your little bags that you've kept, you find that you've got some 894, you can use them and finish the diamond painting instead of having to wait on Diamond Art Club posting them out to you. So it's a good idea to keep spares of all the colours if possible. These are pre-cut labels, so they peel off. So if we go down to 100 and peel up, you can see pre-cut. The idea of that is to help when you're kitting up, when you're getting ready to work on the diamond painting. You can peel the labels off, you can stick them on the bags that you get with the kit, or if you use containers, you can put them on the containers. So it's just a matter of taking a bag, finding the relevant label, sticking it on the container, and then pouring that bag of drills in the container, and then it's done. You've got the number, you've got the symbol, and you've got the DMC code all there. You don't have to handwrite labels and try and draw symbols and all that stuff. It just makes it a lot faster. So that is it. That is the key or the legend. So we'll put it back in the little envelope. The envelope is not just a gimmick. I'll put the card in as well. It is made of card, so when we fold it up and we fold up a little diamond, if we can get hold of it, then we lock it. So your labels are kept nice and flat inside the envelope. The labels, if they're left out and that card gets bent, the labels can start to peel up, and then before you know it, they're sticking to each other and it turns into a mess. So if you keep them in this until you're ready to work in the kit, keeps everything nice and flat, stops the labels from peeling off and sticking to each other. So that was the thank you envelope. So we'll go back to the canvas, just about fit it in. So the canvas comes in a branded bag, resealable bags. So we've got Diamond Art Club Do What Makes You Sparkle. We have a glue strip along the top or near the top. If we just carefully peel that back, we can slide the canvas out. It's a good idea to just take your time with that so you don't rip any holes in the bag, because if you're just taking it out to look at it, you roll it back up, you can put it back in the bag and seal the end again, put it in the box, and it will sit there until you're ready to actually work on the kit. So the canvas, if you have never done a Diamond Art Club kit and you decide to try one, you will notice as soon as you take the canvas out, it is very different from any other diamond painting canvas you've tried. It is extremely soft. It is almost like velvet to touch. It's not starchy, it's not scratchy. It's very soft, very smooth. High quality canvas, very pliable, malleable, easy to work with. It has scalloped edges and it has stitching. So this is to prevent the canvas from fraying. It is a patented canvas, so it is Diamond Art Club's canvas. No other company has a canvas like this. So if we tip it up, the drills are inside. So take them out. Lots of colour in this one. So we'll talk about the drills. So we get a bag, and the bag will have a label so you can see the title, so you can be absolutely sure the drills are the correct drills for the kit that you bought. So here it says rest area, so we know we've got the correct drills. The drills are bagged. There is a glue strip along the side, so it's just a matter of peeling along, which is always the noisiest part of the video, so try and get it done quickly. Reach inside, and that is it. So talk a little bit about Diamond Art Club drills, because these are different as well. Diamond Art Club manufacture their own drills. They don't buy in from suppliers. The reason for that is they did in the past buy from suppliers, and sometimes they found that the drills that they got in the kits weren't up to their standard. The colours were maybe a bit dull, bland, not as vibrant as they wanted. Sometimes the drills would have a lot of little tabs on them, or the drills would be different sizes. Some would be bigger than others, some would be higher than others. They'd be offset. The square drills wouldn't actually be square. All of that sort of thing. So that caused them a headache, because they just weren't what they wanted. And obviously the customers weren't happy. So to stop that happening, they decided they would manufacture their own drills. So they buy high quality resin in from Germany and manufacture their own drills. There are obvious advantages to that you are in total control, so the drills are as vibrant as you want them to be, the shape is as uniform as you want it to be. They also manufacture new colours as well. I'll talk about that later. So these are the drills, lots of colour. It's going to be a very colourful diamond painting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the DMC codes so we can have a look at the codes and the colours. So the drills come in strings. The DMC codes are not in numerical order. We don't have colour number 1, colour number 2 or anything like that. All we have is the DMC code. The drills are bagged by weight, and that is why the numbers are not in sequence. It's by weight, not by number. So I'll take the first string, which is pretty long, put these to the side, and then we can have a look at the drills. Just get them round the right way. And some nice greens on this. Okay, so the first one, DMC 321. The next one, Z666. The Z code means that these are what they call fairy dust drills. Fairy dust drills have a special coating on them. It looks like micro glitter and it gives a different type of sparkle. Standard drills reflect light from the facets, the faces on the drill. So you'll get a light comes in, it hits one face of the drill, it reflects back, and we see a white light. So as you walk past, the light, the angle changes, so the light reflects off different surfaces, and that's what gives this sort of sparkle that you see. The difference with the fairy dust drills is instead of reflecting a whole surface with white light, it reflects tiny little flecks from the glitter that's in the coating. So it gives a more broken up effect. So it just adds more atmosphere to the diamond painting. So that is Z666. Then we have 794, 3371. Now this is why the DMC codes are important. Looking at this initially, just looking at it, I would have said this was black. And it is, I think, a very, very dark brown. Kind of hard to tell in the bag, but this is why the DMC codes are important, so you don't get colours mixed up. Excuse me. So this is DMC 3371. Then we have 402, 3865, 3865, 3865. So quite a lot of white in this one. 898, 3840, 498, 906, one of those nice greens, very, very vibrant green. Z340, so again, another fairy dust with that micro glitter in the surface. 152, 904, 838, 3772, and now we get to black. So DMC code 310 is black. So we have only 3 bags of black. This is a very large diamond painting, so that is not a lot of black. So put this to the side and just grab the next string, see what we get in that. Another really nice green. A lot of nice greens in this one. So we have 814, 758, 3064, 3064, 938, 840, AB972. So again, if you're new to diamond painting, you may have heard of AB drills, not sure what they are. AB is short for Aurora Borealis, the northern lights where the sky changes colours. The reason they're given this name is because they have a special coating on them that reflects different colours. So these drills are orange, but if I tilt them in the light, I get reflections of purple, gold, red, blue. So when your diamond painting is done, it's hanging on the wall, you walk past these areas where it's this sort of orange or a very dark yellow, you will see very bright metallic flashes of different colours coming off it. And it just depends where you're standing and how the light is hitting the drills. It's a really, really nice effect. I really like it. It just adds an extra dimension to the diamond painting. So that is AB. So 762, 606, 606, 157, 6002. So earlier I was saying that Diamond Art Club manufacture their own drills, and when they are rendering the kits are rendered by hand. They don't just scan the image and let a computer do the work and then print it and then send it out. They actually have a team who specialise in rendering, and what they do is basically they hand render. So they build the image up on the computer screen, and they manually decide which colours go together, and transitions between colours and that sort of thing, and shading. It's all done manually. So sometimes they're working on a kit and they think, if we only had a very slight difference in shade between this colour and that colour. So they have started to do that. So they have brought out the DMC 6000 range. So if you see DMC 6000, you won't find them, these colours, from other companies. They are unique to Diamond Art Club because they have created them specifically for diamond paintings. So the 6002 is in this diamond painting. It could be in other ones, but what they do is, as they find other images that need a different shade of a different colour, they'll add a new 6000. So this is 6002. It is not a standard DMC code. So because they have these extra colours added in, it adds more dimension to the diamond paintings and makes them look even more like the original artwork, which is their intention. They are trying to recreate the artwork as close as possible. So they create these other colours to help that. So that is the 6000 range. Then we have 3770, 3770, 801, 801. Another nice green, very vibrant. 702, 945, 945, 3747. So that's the second string. I'm really liking the colours in this. A lot of nice ones in this string. Quite long as well. So you can see the bag size has changed. We're down to a smaller bag. So these are all in a certain weight range. That's why they're all together. So we have 3818, 300, really nice blue, 996, 779, 3822, 3711, 3836, 3787, 400, very bright green, Z907. So again, another fairy dust. So these drills have that micro glitter finish. 608, very bright orange. You can see how vibrant these colours are. 780, 3838. Again, another nice green. 3850, 741, 3837, 451, 890, 818, and 352. Put these to the side. Still quite a few to go. So 554, 3766, 3842, 645, 3808, 210. That's nice. AB. AB 954. So again, AB drills have that special coating. Green drill, and when I tilt it, very bright purple, blue, green. I think that's it. Really nice though, really nice. 3799 913 445 318 905 927 961 150 336 782 894 917 and 407. And maybe the last one. Yep, last string. 6010 3848 943 740 3727 3849 224 3024 726 6014. So again, a new colour. 6014 947 939 and 703. Lots of bright colours in this. So yeah, a lot of bright colours. Really nice. So I don't know if you can see on camera how vibrant these colours are, but they are very bright. Really nice for diamond painting. So put them to the side. Carefully plonk them on the floor, and then we'll come back to the canvas. So this is the part that most people will jump straight to. The people that know about diamond art, look, they will just canvas. That's all I want to see, which is fine. So I need to figure out which way it's been rolled. Okay, so it's this way. Canvas is 1.5 times the size of my table, so I'm going to have to do this in sections, so I need to clear some stuff at the sides. First thing I have to do is switch lights off so we don't get reflection on the cover. So there goes one, and there goes two. So we're down to one light. Hopefully we don't get too much reflection on the clear cover. So start to open it up. So the first thing is we have the key. Just to give you an idea how long the key is. From there to the top, so pretty long. So we'll start to roll it up, or open it. So here we have some ducks of all the clouds. And again, it's this hand rendering. So many colours in this that you would be surprised how many different colours are just in this section. And it's because of the hand rendering that they're trying to get that artwork just like the original, or as close as possible. So we'll work our way along. So it says here, antiques fair, flea markets. And then a little bit further along, we have gas stations, food service, drinks, best in town, drive-in, mom's diner, 24/7, beer, hamburger. A lot of detail in this. We've got just the lights for the sign, obviously not lit because it's daytime, but just these extra little details. Looks really cool. So try the second strip, bring it down a bit. So we've got Old Town, we've got barber shop, antiques, gas pump, we've got the Wurlitzer jukebox. Is it called Wurlitzer? I think that's right. Can't remember now. But the old jukebox that had the bubbles going around it. We've got spicy snacks and beer. We can see inside the store we've got stuff on the shelves. And then here it says locally, it'll be grown, but there's a bush or a tree in the way. You can see some corn there, so locally grown produce. And then if we go further down, really cool pickup truck. Then we've got an old vintage car just in the background there. We've got a motorbike. We've got the gas pump. We've got a bicycle. mailbox, that looks like. And then well, before the end we have a barrow with flowers in it, and then we've got a tractor. So a lot in this one, and it's definitely one of those where you look at it and you start to see different things that you didn't notice before. Really, really cool. Very, very busy. There'll be a lot of confetti, I would imagine, in this. Confetti is where you have a lot of different colours in a small area, so you have to chop and change the colours quite a bit. Yeah, I'm just sort of trying to get an idea, but it's really cool. For me, this is the sort of thing that would look really cool for someone who has a workshop, having this hanging up, or the man cave, or mechanics could have this in the background as well. But anybody that's interested in cars or just this sort of old style with all these signs, it looks really, really cool. The thing is, we're looking at print, looks really nice, but once these drills are on, it will take it to a different level. Once you get all these vibrant colours in, you get the ABs, you get the fairy dust, all this sparkling glitter going on, it will be a very nice diamond painting. And it is a good size. I mean, it's not a small weekend job, this one. It's a good size diamond painting. But really cool. You get all the sort of small details, like just the ground here, like it's just a dirt, but you get the shading. We've got the wheels on the pickup, we've got mud on the tyres, just so much detail in them, and all the different colours that are in the truck even. It's not just like one colour. I don't know how many colours are in this, but I mean, I would guess maybe about 8 or something like that. Just to give this sort of effect of the light hitting the hood, and then it sort of reflects a different colour. It's just very, very well done. We've got a little rocking horse here that I didn't notice, which is quite big actually, but I didn't notice it. I'm sure there's other things just as I look through it. Lots and lots of detail. Got a little hot dog sign up here that I didn't notice either. But yeah, very, very cool. So if we go down to the bottom corner, we have rest area, we have the size, and then we have copyright Rafael R. Trujillo, courtesy of Art House Design / Diamond Art Club, registered trademark. All of Diamond Art Club's diamond paintings are licensed. They always have been. Diamond Art Club had this vision when they started 7 years ago. They wanted to produce the highest quality diamond paintings. They wanted them to be licensed. So they work with the artists. Because of that, the artists get revenue from the kits. And because of that, they are more likely to release more artwork to be rendered. And that means we get a wider choice of artwork for diamond paintings. The other thing is the artist has to approve the rendering. So Diamond Art Club will spend a long time rendering the image to get it as good as possible. They will send it back to the artist and for approval. So the artist will look at it and say, yes, I am happy with this. So you can be sure that the kit is going to look really nice. The diamond painting is going to look really nice because the original artist has approved it. They wouldn't let it go if they didn't think it was high enough quality. So they work with the artist. The artist's name is always on the diamond painting. A lot of other companies, you will never see an artist's name on the canvas. And that is because a lot of companies will simply look through the internet, find images that they think would sell, they scan the image, they get a computer to do it, and they print it and sell it. The artist doesn't know anything about it, and obviously doesn't get any revenue from that. So if you buy a kit from Diamond Art Club, you can be sure that the original artist is getting something back for it. And I think that's important because they spend a lot of time creating that work. We want to create it as a diamond painting so we can enjoy it. And I think it's only fair that the original artist gets something back for that. So the next thing is the cover. Again, another thing unique to Diamond Art Club. When you buy a Diamond Art Club kit, you will find you have these little dash marks on the cover. These are perforations. There are perforations in the clear cover. If you don't tear them, it acts as one big sheet. But the idea behind this is Diamond Art Club were watching how people set up to diamond paint. Some people, because all of the kits at one time, it was a clear cover, one big clear sheet. So people had different ways that they worked it so they could work in sections. Some people would get washi tape and put strips up and down and evenly space them and then put them across the way to create a grid pattern. Then they would cut along the washi tape to create a section to take out so they could work on it. Other people would buy release paper. So they would take off the cover, the original cover, and they would sit and put down these little sheets of release paper and work their way down until they got to the corner where they were going to start, and then they would peel the first sheet off, work that, peel the second sheet off, work that. All of this takes time. So Diamond Art Club looked at it and were thinking about it, and they thought, if we perforated the cover, people wouldn't have to do that. So just to give you an idea, if I was doing this kit, or any kit, I always start in the bottom right hand corner, but when I've got canvases that are so wide, I don't work them this way because it's wider than the table. So if I was working this kit, I would turn it, doesn't really matter which way, but I would turn it so it was up and down, and then it fits on the table. So I would initially, before the perforations, I would have taken this cover off and put release papers down, and then I would be starting in this corner. So you can see there's a perforation here and one here. So if I tore that up to the perforation, I would have a section that size. I'm not going to do that. I mean, that's just too small. I could tear it up to the next perforation and have a section this long and this wide. I could do that, but I probably wouldn't. I would go along to the next one. So I would come along to the next perforation. I would put my finger the opposite side of the perforation, hold it down, and then just tear it up. And you can hear it. Until I get to the perforation. Then I just crease that and it sits. I don't need to put anything on it to stop it flipping back. I don't need cover minders. I don't need to put anything heavy on it. It won't come back. So then I would just diamond paint. I would do this section. Maybe I wouldn't finish it. So if I didn't finish it, I would just flip the cover back over. It keeps the glue covered and it keeps the drills covered. So it stops any dust or hair or fluff or crumbs settling in between the drills. It keeps everything nice and clean. So then I would come back and I would just peel it back up again. Work on it. This time maybe I would finish it. So this would be complete with the drills. So I would just fold this back over and that keeps it nice and clean. If I had been using release paper, I can't just sit on top of the drills. Well, I could, but it will move because there's nothing to stick on. So the release paper would just eventually move. I'm on a tilted table, so it would just start to slide off. But because I keep the top part attached, it doesn't do that. So I just bring it back, cover that, go to the next section. Now I would just do the standard width. So these squares are 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and that's how I would normally work. I like the smaller areas because if you have a big area open with glue, there's always a chance that something's going to go wrong and something is going to stick to that glue. It happened to my wife a few years ago, before we had this perforated cover. She had a section open and we had a gust of wind blew in the window. There was a sheet of paper lying beside the diamond painting. It flipped over, and of course it landed directly on the area that she'd opened up. So to avoid mistakes or accidents like that, we work in a 10 centimetre square, so less chance of anything accidentally sticking to it. So this section would be done. Then I would just come along to the next perforation, put my finger opposite side, hold it down, tear it, take that up to the same place, fold it, and then I would work that section, and then the same. And then as I go up, it's 10 centimetre squares. These are a bit bigger, just the way the cover has been cut. They don't match to the edge of the diamond painting. The sides, the tops and the bottoms are always, it could be a little thin bit, it could be a wide bit. It's really up to you how you work it. I mean, we've all got different ways we work. But I find that doing this is just, it saves me so much time. I don't have to mess about with release papers, and I can just fold it back when I'm finished and keep everything clean. So Diamond Art Club spent time thinking about it, money for the machines to actually create it. So they do improve things, they change things. They aren't like the other companies who will just sit and do the same thing as everybody else, and they will have diamond painting pens that look like this. Diamond painting pens have looked like this since the beginning. They're easy to make, they're cheap, it's just a plastic straw, has a nylon tip, brass insert. All the other companies are still giving out pens like this. The Diamond Art Club pen is very different from this. But as I said, I've got a video about the toolkit, and the link will be in the description. But the point that I'm making is that Diamond Art Club actually spend time and money advancing things, improving things. They've improved. I mean, the canvas has always been really nice. I mean, really, really nice. I've never had a canvas as good as Diamond Art Club's. Some companies have improved their canvases. They have stepped away from the very basic scratchy stuff, and they have improved it, but nobody yet has got to this level that I know of. If you do know of a company that produces canvases as good as this or better, please let me know, because I'm always interested in trying new companies. So that is the cover. Very different. Perforated release. I call it release paper because it acts like release paper. It's like clear release paper. You could actually keep these squares if you wanted, and use them on other kits. Instead of actually going out and buying release paper, you could keep the squares. It's really up to you. They are double-sided as well, so it doesn't matter which way you put them, they won't stick to the glue. So that is pretty much it. The final thing that I'd like to do is have a really close-up look at the canvas, so we can see just how this canvas is put together. We can see the quality of the print. We can see how the colours are all blended. I think it gives diamond painters a really good idea of what the kit is going to be like to work on, because when we're working on it, we're really close. So you can get an idea of how much confetti there is or isn't, how much you could possibly use a multi-placer, that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll do that now. We'll set up and we can have a closer look. So now we are having a closer look at the canvas, and we can see the quality of the print. So we're looking to see if there's any faded print, double print, missing print, anything like that. But as you can see, everything is absolutely perfect, very easy to see. It also gives us an idea to see just how the image is built up, how they've blended these different shades to create like the shadow there underneath the roof. Now we have the little spicy snack sign, and it just gives us an idea of how everything is put together, and you can see how much confetti there is, and you can see there are also areas where you can use a multi-placer as well. So quite a mixture in here. There are definitely sections that will work with a multi-placer, and there are definitely sections where you're going to be chopping and changing your colours. But very detailed diamond painting, a lot to look at in this. As I said, it is pretty big, so it will take quite a bit of time to do, but I think it's going to be a very impressive diamond painting, and hopefully one that the guys will like. So that was a sneak peek at a rest area from Diamond Art Club. Really cool, pretty busy diamond painting. Definitely one for people who enjoy diamond paintings that have a lot of hidden things in them. The more I look at it, the more I start to see other things that I never noticed when I first looked at it. I think it will catch the attention of a lot of guys. As I said, like people who are into cars and all that sort of stuff, it's just got that sort of thing. It's got a vintage car, a truck, a motorbike, bicycle, tractor, all that stuff. And just the signs, the sort of classic old style signs, really, really cool. So this was a sneak peek, which means if you are watching it just as it has been uploaded, it is not yet available on the Diamond Art Club website. The idea of the sneak peeks is it gives people a chance to have an up close and personal look at diamond painting before it actually goes on sale. So this will be on the Diamond Art Club website on Saturday at 9 AM for Ruby and Diamond members. If you don't know what Ruby and Diamond members means, it goes on general release at 9:30 AM PST on Saturday. So yeah, it's something that appeals to me. I just like all this sort of craziness in it. Just so many different things to look at. And once it's up in the wall and you're a bit further back, you will see more things, because when you're really close to a diamond painting, sometimes it can be hard to decipher what all those little shapes are. So yeah, it's really cool. I just like the whole combination of it. But definitely something I think that guys would like hanging up in the background, whether it's in the workshop or in the man cave or something like that. So yeah, that's it. Very nice diamond painting. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, pretty much anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. Then you'll get a little message when new videos come up. I do have a lot of videos to record. Hopefully there will be something that interests you. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.